Hello everybody, it's Diana and I'm going to attempt on camera, we'll see how this goes, to do a depotting video. And I have not tried to depot this. Well, okay, so this is a really old Tarte palette called I think it's called the Double Duty Beauty Palette in Sultry Star Power Eye and Cheek Palette, but it's on the front it says may the starlight be your spotlight. Open it up, there's a little mirror. And then I've already depotted quite a while ago this blush because I just kept forgetting it was in here. I'm like, well, that's kind of silly. I want to be able to use it. And then I'm going to try to depot all these eyeshadows today. So they're all like incredibly gray and neutral. And so it's just a palette I don't normally pick up. I do have a little Ulta Beauty palette that has some depotted single eyeshadows that I had. So this is a Sephora one. These four are all MAC, and then these are both Kat Von D. This is a really old one, and I actually kind of broke when I depotted it, but it was like half matte black and half sparkly black. And I just can't get rid of them. So I think I would use this more not as its single palette, but actually in here to kind of help create some looks with these guys. So I'm going to try to move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. My desk is a little bit crazy right now, and I just want you, we're just going to give it a go. And I'm doing this palette because I kind of feel like my sister gave me this palette. I also know it's an older palette, so I didn't spend any money on it, but it's also colors. I don't typically do like traditional smoky eyes too often. Today I did like a colored smoky eye with the Kristen Leanne Urban Decay palette. So I did like pink and purple and blue, and I thought that was really fun. But sometimes I do want to do kind of a more neutral look. So, and it, it's rare, or I want to use like a nice gray or something. So this will be an easier way for me to find it. Not that I have terribly too many palettes, but I do want to try to utilize these shadows, and I feel like in this palette, for me, they're just getting lost. So let me grab a little thingy here, and I just kind of reorganized all my makeup stuff. So, like literally tonight, so I'm not 100% sure where everything is, but I'm going to try to, and again, excuse my horribly messy makeup desk, adjust the camera without stopping, and we will see if we can depot this and hopefully not wreck all my shadows, but we will see. Okay, welcome guys. See all my dirty brushes. I got a candle burning. This is actually a new candle. I just did a mask video and I'm saving the rest. Okay, so the candles are actually new from Yankee Candle where I work. They're these little candles. They're the Elevation collection. Are you going? There you go. This one's in Coastal Cypress. I'm actually burning ginger pumpkin. It kind of smells like an Indian restaurant. And that one's a 3-wick. This is just a 1-wick, but the lids are made so you can kind of set them and it's a look. You won't be able to buy those till July 5th. This video will probably go up before that. But let's just go to it. So here's my little palette. See? And again, I've already depotted this. Actually, pull out the palette because I've depotted some other stuff. I actually bought, I originally had the stuff, most of what's in here in this palette started out, but I actually have a lot more like blush, bronze, and stuff that were singles that I wanted to move over. So I have quite a few different brands in here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blushes. Again, this lighting is not great from this angle. I've got 2 bronzers, and then I have 3 highlights at the bottom. So this is a really good, and this comes with a beautiful mirror too. I do like Tarte a lot. It's just, I want things in one place, especially with like all the blushes and highlighters, so it's easier for me to find things and I don't forget and not use them. So that's kind of where I put this little guy is in there. So we are going to literally break this apart because I think that might make my life easier. Okay, so it's just like cardboard packaging This is plastic. I don't know, maybe it burned when they glued it on. I have no idea. I'm going to try to heat these up and hopefully they'll just pop right out. Just going to use a little lighter. Hopefully this goes well. We shall see. And there is like paper on the back of these, so that may burn in the process as well. And I've only like depotted for the most part like singles, except for taking this blush out. These are actually in pans. The blush was in a pan too within here. Usually if you do some kind of heat or something, these will come out. The MAC single eyeshadows are super easy to depot with a little bit of heat. The other thing that's super, like, really easy to depot are Sephora singles. This is, like, way too big for what I'm trying to do. We are totally going to jimmy rig this and just make it work. That was a bad idea. I had, like, oh, God. Hold on, let me see if I can find something. I had like a safety pin or something in here. Just kept breaking, or a tweezer that I was using to depot. Alright, let me see if I can find the tweezer. If I still have one. I still do have my broken tweezer. Perfect. So this is my beautiful broken tweezer. I've literally broken both the tips off, depotting. This may not be warm enough anymore, but here's hoping. Oh, perfect. Yes, you were just out. Come out again. See, it's like totally out. Yes. One down. I'll try to put them in order on the paper so that eventually I can put the names on them. Not that the names are super huge, and once you get them in a palette like this, there's not a whole lot of time that you're lifting it up to look, but like this is MAC Aria, so just in case I ran out and decided I love something, I could get it again. Something like this you probably can't like repurchase again or whatever. I wonder if anything else got hot enough around it to also pop up. Probably not. Okay, so next one. First one, pretty good success. So this one actually comes with like two mattes. The Ladies Night I just took out, and Twilight. It's got two like really shimmery shades, Sparks, Fly, and Glimmer, and then Stiletto is like a black with like little sparkles in it, but it's not like a shimmer. I don't know. It's hard to explain. So really just heating these up and then popping them out. And this might be super boring to watch, but it's fun for me. As everything starts a fire. Really you're just trying to heat the glue on the pan that you're trying to get out of here so that it will like give up the ghost, if you will. And I got like a couple little crack indents. You can kind of see the big one at the bottom here on that first one. But again, I mean, how often do people actually go through an entire shadow? So if I lose a little in the process, I'm not going to cry about it. Especially since I don't typically use these shadows like a ton. I don't know. Have you guys ever depotted stuff before? Have you had much luck with it? Alright, that should be pretty good, I think. I don't know. I find it really fun to watch to watch the videos for when people depot. And I think it's kind of fun too because then you can always like redo your palettes. Like, this takes up so much space too. It's going to take up almost no space in here. So I really like that. Okay, now I'm just breaking my shadow left and right. Push. There. Look at that. Alright. 2 for 2. Hopefully they don't stick too hard to this paper, but just a little bit of mess on each one. I wonder if I can just... Alright, so I'll heat them up and I'll try to pop them out if I can't get that broken tweezers underneath it. I almost, like, it's so hard for me to throw things out. I probably should just throw away the broken tweezers, but I figured I can probably just keep them for stuff like this. For if there is a palette I want to try to depot. I just think more for a space issue than anything else. I think it's depotting's really nice. Or, you know, again, like if you have a palette, look at how beautiful that one came out. Oh, it's all squishy. If you have a palette where maybe you're like, I only really love 2 shadows, and maybe you were going to give it away to someone in your family or something. I don't know. Who knows? But you're going to do something with it and you decided not, you know, oh, I'll just get rid of the whole thing. Well, even if you like 2 shades, maybe you could take out the 2 shades that you still like, and then at least you can enjoy those. Or another way to, hopefully with me, give new life to an old palette, because I'm not using it in its current state, and I feel like, so the push up from the back method is working a lot better for me. There it is. Yeah, I don't know. So it is what it is. I'm just hoping that this will help me use these shades more, because they are nice shades. It's just not a palette itself that I fully reach for. But I do, even though there's kind of limited shades in this palette, I do reach for it because they're shades that were singles that I've been keeping. So again, I'm trying to use them up. And when I keep things as singles, I tend not to ever open them up or use them. But as beautifully depotted things, and this is right, but this is backwards, but whatever. As depotted eyeshadows go, that actually went pretty easy once I figured out you could push it from the back. So if you have one of these plastic and cardboard ones, you could definitely rip the plastic out very easily. You can heat up the back and then literally push through, and then your shadow will pop out. So that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I hope this was fun for you guys. I'm not going to make you sit through it while I put the names on these and pop them in the palette. And then these palettes you can get at Sephora Ulta. They're relatively inexpensive. Sephora carries some. I have that one from Tarte. A lot of different brands make or use Z palettes, as well as you can actually buy them from the Z palette company. If you see on the front, probably not. I will make it closer. Z palette is the actual brand of a lot of these. So they're just magnetic palettes. Not everything that you get out of these, luckily this is magnetic, these little guys. But not everything you depot will be magnetic. And at least with the Ulta one, it came with little magnets that I could not only write on, but use with my stuff in the palette. So I hope you guys like this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and let me know some of your stories about depotting. Alright, bye guys.